Not like coach's porn. Time now.
Okay, I didn't know
for a little thing we call Breaking Rumors for those who haven't been here before. Some of the best things about the deadline in any sport isn't what actually happens, but what is talked about potentially happening. You know what I'm saying, Sixero? Sometimes in life, kids, it's about the journey and not the destination, as Sid explained in last segment. It's about the lead up as much as the act.
Sometimes it's not the deed, it is the anticipation.
Mm-hmm. With that in mind, and with the knowledge that most of y'all are smart enough to figure out fact from fiction, we here at Tim and Sid present not just the breaking news of the day, but the breaking rumors of the day.
I feel like we're on CBC News World doing this. Doesn't that feel like CBC News World a little bit? Breaking news with the Prime Minister coming up, but first, sports.
We start with the idea that recently acquired Leafs rearguard Tyson Barrie could be on the move. It doesn't start there. Oh no. At least according to reports from our friend at the Three-Letter, will protect the innocent by not mentioning his name, but his son is Sean McKenzie, and he works here. Nobody will know who I'm talking about, right?
I have no idea who you're talking
Well,
about.
Mr. McKenzie suggested that the Canucks have reportedly been interested in Barrie, but the Leafs don't want picks or prospects in. I counter with the idea they could get picks and prospects back and then flip those picks and prospects, careful,
Easy.
for the kind of defenseman, or the kind of player that they might want.
I still say Tyson Barrie on the move. If you're the Leafs, I don't care if they look like they looked last night, or if you go back to Tuesday or Sunday night, this ain't working, man. And you know what? It's fine. Sometimes acknowledging a mistake, not that Tyson Barrie is a mistake, but maybe the move and the fit, maybe a mistake at the time. There's nothing wrong in acknowledging it. If Kyle Dubas sees a move that makes sense to him, I say move forward, young man, with that. Create some space. Do what you think is right. Don't stand by your convictions like I do, even when you know you're wrong. You can move on from this. I think it would be a really smart move.
Could the same have been said about breaking rumor number 2 just a year ago? If you're right about the pressure.
Oh
my God.
That was a rough cut, man.
If you're right about the pressure on Dubas this year to make the postseason, he might have to make real moves at the deadline, which is why the reports from Chris Johnson about Muzzin getting an extension coming real soon is real interesting to me. Getting cost certainty on Muzzin could open the door to knowing exactly what you could afford on a long-term deal on a player that you might be trading for. Yes or no, Sid Sixero? Does cost certainty on Jake Muzzin mean the door may open to making a move to a guy with some term?
Yes, knowledge is power in the National Hockey League, especially when it comes to your cap. And never mind what you might bring in, because I know that's where you're going with this with the Leafs in terms of a higher ticket guy. Jake Muzzin, with all due respect, I know John Tavares is the captain of that hockey team. Jake Muzzin is the captain without the C of that hockey team. He has been the most vocal guy for weeks. Goes out there, gets 3 points last night.
Mm-hmm.
He challenged everyone in that room. That guy has jewelry. That guy has a ring with the Los Angeles Kings. He knows what it takes. A, it's nice to know how much cap space you're going to have. B, I am a huge proponent of the long-term signing of one Jake Muzzin.
Wasn't he in the same spot Tyson Barrie was a year ago?
I don't know if it's the same. Because Jake Muzzin, you wanted A, B, and C.
Okay.
Tyson Barrie, you wanted A, B, and C, and you're only maybe getting sometimes A.
I need to ask the questions. That's what I'm here for.
Tough questions, McCallum.
Breaking rumor number 3, 4, and 5,
oh wow,
and 6. I think they thought I was going to do that the previous time.
Destroying that graphic
And
there.
that's why you heard the double up last time around.
This is a hell of a breaking news sting, though.
The Habs' Mark Bergevin, assistant GM Scott Mellenby, spending time in Colorado, has raised some eyebrows around the National Hockey League. Bergevin's daughter goes to school in Colorado.
Correct.
I don't even know if Scott Mellenby has a daughter.
I can look that up.
Either way, there are names. Names I say, and you stop me if you like them. All right, kiddo?
Okay.
Kovalchuk. Reports suggesting he might be looking for a new deal in Montreal.
Don't fall for it. Dear Marc Bergevin, do not fall for what has been one of the brighter stories the Habs have seen in seasons. Ilya Kovalchuk has not only gone in there and played well, Ilya Kovalchuk has become a darling off the ice, a social media star, playing hockey with his kids at a random rink in Montreal. Oh, look, he's localized. Don't fall for it.
Trade him right bleeping now.
Trade him now. You trade Kovalchuk right now and get extra picks. You're hosting the NHL entry draft later this year. Get as many picks as you can and do some business. Make a big trade in front of your home fans. That's how you get people excited.
Okay, hold on. You said big trade. How about still has some time left in his deal. Would a team pick him up, give him the struggles that he had the last time he was a deadline day pickup?
Yeah, it wasn't strong.
No, not in Vegas.
I think
at least a deadline pickup.
I think he's settled into a bit of a groove. Look, it's not a great team, and he's put up good numbers. I'm wary sometimes of players like that, but Thomas Tatar has been pretty consistent with the Montreal Canadiens, and that would lead me to believe he can help a hockey team. I'm willing to give him a second chance on being a deadline acquisition guy, because you're right, Vegas was awful, but I'm willing to give him a second chance. I'd pick him up.
I have two more names, followed by two words. Could they? And then three words. They wouldn't dare. Max Domi. Could they? Carey Price. They wouldn't dare.
Max Domi, could they? Yes. Max Domi's been traded once in his career already. There is an element to his youth and his potential that is appealing to teams. Absolutely, they could trade Max Domi. Depends on what you get back. I'm not a huge proponent because I think youth is a good thing to have if you're a Habs team that is probably closer to a rebuild than they want to acknowledge. Carey Price. I've been down this road this week.
A lot of people have been down this road.
It's a fun road, but it's not a realistic road, right?
I think so.
Right?
I think that's where everyone's at on this. Like, everyone wants to see Carey Price. Everyone who's not a Habs fan wants to see Carey Price get traded to Colorado.
Yeah, like Ronald.
Because there's some poetic justice.
Carey Price does not walk past Jeff Molson in the first row and told him to go bleep himself.
No.
We haven't seen that visual yet.
He's laughing about beating Ovi and Ovi beating him. Everything was copacetic.
Carey Price is, we know when Carey Price is in a good mood, right? It's pretty transparent. And he seems like he's in a good place right now, Carey Price. So I'm going to say no to Carey Price, possibly to Max Domi. I'm not a proponent of the Max Domi, but I understand it. Good young player with potential that has some marketability in him.
Are you sick of the music yet?
You have no idea how sick I am of this
Breaking rumor number 7.
Keep playing. Rough week for music on that show.
Wes Gilbertson, Calgary Sun, suggesting the Flames are looking for some scoring help up front. Names like Palmieri, Hoffman, Trocheck, Josh Anderson, the aforementioned Max Domi. And as if that weren't enough, he tosses in a little Matt Dumba into the mix. Are the Flames a real player like that? And who would they give up?
Well, apparently the name Noah Hanifin has been thrown around a lot today specifically. This is a young man, 23 years of age. He still has 4 years left on his contract at a little under $5 million after this year. That has market value. I mean, you talk about a young player with potential. Noah Hanifin hasn't, he's a talented kid. Has he been the guy? No. Hasn't had to be the guy on that blue line, to be fair. Mark Giordano's won in Norris. But I think a guy like Noah Hanifin, from a potential standpoint, from a number standpoint, cap-wise, he makes a ton of sense. If the Flames do anything real, Hanifin's gone.
We should probably stop the music right now, right?
Can we please? Yes. Oh, my God. It was like someone's burrowing in my ear, that music. So bad.